Mike as well. He is a trainer, a mentor, and the CEO Pro Mentors Africa. That's our question of the day right there. Mike, welcome to the show. Haya, sasa tuianze sasa. When we talk about a successful marriage, what does that mean to you individually? Let me begin with Meshach. What does a successful marriage mean to you?
Thank you, Vivian, for that question. To me, I think a successful marriage is a marriage that is full of progress, a marriage that people can be able to admire, a marriage that is in progress in terms of their career, in terms of their relationship with their children, in terms of their maybe business and the like. So if those spheres are in progress, even a spiritual aspect, even the mental aspect, their connection, if everything is on the upward trajectory, you can be able to say that marriage is successful.
Okay, so it's all round.
Yeah.
All right, for you, Rachel.
All right, Vivian, having an understanding that a marriage is a covenant and a union between two, and when I say two, I would say it's like is man and woman, traditionally and biblically, because nowadays things are changing. I would say a successful marriage is whereby the two are in a position to live together, supporting at the same time dealing with their issues, the way they come, whether positive or negative, in a manner whereby no one will like sound is threatened. So a successful marriage to me is whereby two, the man and a woman, can plan their life and become what they're supposed to become. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Might, over to you as I also look at the numbers, because the numbers in terms of divorce cases in the country have gone really, really high. So just give us your point of view on that, and then we get into this as well.
Vivian, success is subjective, not objective. And to me, what is successful marriage is what, if me and my partner, not others, they don't have even to see it, they don't have even to interpret it. If me and the partner I have are in agreement, then we are good. If we're in agreement and we can walk in the same path, same focus, same ideology, then it will be successful to us. To others might not. But to me, and we're in the same focus, we're moving here, our ideology is this, we have a common goal to each other, then to me that's success.
Yeah, so to you it is subjective. It depends on just if the two of you feel your marriage is okay, it doesn't matter what anyone else from outside. I feel like most marriages that actually are working and they've managed to stay together and it's a healthy relationship, their bond is amazing. Most times unasikiaga wakisema huyo mzee amekaliwa. I don't know why. Ile marriage ambayo inawako wanasema mzee amekaliwa. Ama marriage inataka mzee akaliwe kidogo ndio iwake.
Actually, sasa ukisikiza watu like mkipatikana you are good, mnafanya vitu zenu pamoja, at the same time you are like you don't entertain other energies outside. Definitely people watasema na huyo mzee amekaliwa, which is good. Kama utakaliwa mambo itendeke, it is good.
Actually, that is an ingredient of a successful marriage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If people are able to say that, then it means that is a successful marriage.
I know, right? I feel like every time I see a successful marriage, utasikia tu watu watasema mzee amekaliwa. So it's like one of the ingredients. Semagi mama amekaliwa.
By the way.
All right, let me read these numbers. So according to Nation Africa analysis of judiciary data, it shows that the number of divorce cases that are filed in courts keep moving up. So from the last record that they showed was back in the year 2022, and it showed that there were 5,611 cases, this having moved up from 3,000 cases in 2020. So in just 2 years, there was a surge of over 2,000 more divorces in the country. And it says that the number has gone even way higher in the year 2025. We don't have the actual cases recorded, but it has gone higher. So probably just what is standing in the gap of marriages, you know, becoming successful? Kwa nini zinaanza alafu zinakuja zinavunjika? Like the number of the ones that have remained steady and constant keep going, you know, down. What could be the reason?
Maybe I can comment on that because number one thing, it is good to ask yourself, why did you engage in the covenant of marriage? Because before even you did it, you had an idea or you had what you are looking after with your partner. So the cases that are there for divorces, surely there are many.
Yeah.
And somehow, even some marriages are not even going to the that year. Actually, zingine hata 1 year haziendi. One of the main reason I would say is that I think people need to be serious with whatever they are entering in. Because marriage is not one-day job. It is a lifetime thing until death.
Yeah.
And when it says until death, to me, death is physically death. You get my point? So to me, the cases of divorces is because people may be ukiingia kwa marriage uliona this is not what I was expecting. What were your expectations? Nikiingia huko nilikuwa na expect nini? So the moment you find is a journey and something to work on, you're like, hey, this is not what I expected. So unaona, let me give it a break kidogo. At the same time, there's a lot that is happening nowadays. Pengine unaona marriage ya mtu iko sawa and you want yako ifike hapo. Jipate you are not in a position to find yako ifike hapo. So to me, divorces sometimes are caused by, are you sure of what you are looking for when you are entering to that covenant? Yes.
So you had a different expectation while getting into the marriage, and then now
ukapata vitu ground si vile ulitaka.
Mambo imebadilika. Meshak, what's your thought?
I think it all goes back to the foundation, the foundational, the background of that marriage. Which did they take time to prepare for that? Did they lay down the objectives of their marriage? Do they have a goal? Why are they getting married? So if they didn't have a proper preparation, a proper orientation of what they expect in marriage, so therefore when they reach into that marriage, then they realize, oh, so I needed to do 1, 2, 3 before I come here. So therefore they have to go out to prepare. So then they come in again. So I think the reasons why there is a rise of divorce cases is because people lack that preparedness, that objectivity in marriage. So if they prepare properly before they enter into that institution, because it doesn't have graduation. It's a school that does not have graduation. You keep on adding grades, but you don't graduate. So because they don't prepare, actually most of the people, they don't even go for marriage counseling. They just meet, they do courtship for less than 6 months, they go for maybe see for wedding, then they call it a wedding. Then after 1 month, 2 months, they realize, oh, so what am I doing here? Because of lack of that goal and objectivity that they are supposed to do when they are in that marriage.
Remember, you can be part of this conversation. You are open and you're much welcome to give your contributions on this discussion. The number is right there on your screens, as you can see it, 0716 103 301, 0716 103 301. Let us get to hear from you. What's your opinion? What are the key secrets to a successful marriage? Na pia wewe umesikia mambo ya marriage ambayo ina work ni mzee amekaliwa. Kwa hivyo ni wazee wakubali kukaliwa marriage work ama ndo vipi? Kindly let us get to hear from you. We'll be glad to hear from you. Now there's something that has come out from both our two guests right here. They've said unafaa ujue ukiingia what you're getting into. So sometimes we get into it with different expectations. For the people who are looking to get into marriage right now, they're in that courtship period, wameshaanza kuongea kwenda kutembelea wazazi, rurashio nini nini. So maybe what are the questions that you should be asking at this stage now before you get into that marriage? What are the proper questions to ask?
Shida ilitokea hivi. Sijui ama kuna marriage. Unajua tunaweza jidanganya hapa, tulete matheory, watu kuprepare. Watu wanaingia kwa kadate. Mnajikuta kwa bed na mtoi anakuja. Uliingia kwa marriage ya mtoi. So most of marriages in a break because tulijikuta. Then by the time he is trying to realize that we need to do this and this and this, the child have come. It's not like kitambo. Kitambo ilikuwa naangaliwa bibi ni bikira, jamani bikira. Siku hizi hiyo ni story ya jaba. It's not there. So guys are getting into friendship and everything. On the process, you find yourself intimacy. In that intimacy, mtu anatokea. That's why you have even single mothers who are going because jamana realized I was not ready. Ama dema realized this and this. And that's why marriage, the genesis, mulianzaje. Si marriage, mulianzaje kwa ubeste. Hiyo ubeste need to be defined. Before tufike marriage, tuanze kuelewana. By the way, unalalanga, ngorota. By the way, handle vitu hivi na hivi. By the way, kama mimi kuna watu walikuwa wananiambia, unajua kwanza social analysis ya environment yangu, unasikia wananiambia bazi handsome man is tall, dark and slender. What about short and round kama mimi? So, ndio ilikuwa ziko hapo. Labda aliniona kwa sababu financially niko poa na everything, lakini back in the mind atafuta chali ile society nasema. So what is the genesis as we start moving?
Yeah.
How we kuna pahali tunaingiana. Because my experience for the last 32 years.
You've been married for the last 32 years.
Experience yangu hata ni mingi.
Oh, congratulations.
Jago married for 32 years, but my experience in this field of psychology for that 2 years, cases zile nimepata more. Genesis was wrong. Then saa tunaanza kubatiza na church. Wacha tuombe, wacha mjuane. But kuna zile principle, kuna zile temperament zangu na temperament zake ambaye haziingiani. Tunajaribu kuleta maombi pia inagonga mawe. And I think it's the high time even the church tusiseme mambo ya Mungu. God created us without us, but he will not save us without us. Let's talk of this temperament. Mimi na believe if we start now working on those. If we start working on those ones, then God will be in that. He will work within that. Because it is me to be part of the story of this marriage. Then we bring, because God will always put us together.
Okay.
So I've realized, and that's why you find with my good Catholic church, allow me to say, before we used to do confession before the wedding, a night before the wedding. Siku hizi confession inafanywa that morning. Sijui sababu ni gani. So, ni kurealize things are changing.
Yeah.
Things are different huku nje. I don't know. So, to sanctify your marriage equal holy through sacrament, lazima to sanctify that morning.
Yeah. Because you don't know what happened the previous night.
Stories will change. So we need tunaelewana, tuna hivi na hivi. Alafu on the process mnaweza kuta nini mabeste na mwezi ingiana. Yeah. But changamoto tunajikuta mtu yeye amekam, so inabidi tuko kwa marriage.
But maybe I can add on what my brother have said. Ikifika ni time ya kujipata because of a certain situation. Yes, zina happen. But to me, I would say that hata kama ime happen, because number one, huolewi ukiwa mtoto. To me, huolewi ukiwa nani? Mtoto. Ukipata huyo mtoto hata kama ulimpata ile style hauku umeplan, that means hata mind zako, you can try to make things happen, or rather, you can tengeneza mambo zako. Because when we say number one, tusiweke Mungu, to me, yo haiwezi kaingiana. Remember, Ecclesiastes says, three stands, whatever, is it a bench of three stands? I'll check on that and tell you. It cannot be easily broken. Meaning, this is for two, then we put God there. So in marriage, definitely we cannot do without God. Number one, he should be the center place. Number two, hawa watu wawili wakikuja when God is there, definitely atatu help to find things out. But however, things zina happen. Na zinaendelea kuhappen. By the way, ukiuliza vile amesema, ukiuliza watu wengi, bona uliolewa? Wengine watakwambia, by the way, tulimaliza kampo, ni tukajipata hiyo jioni, tulikuwa tunaenda kuprepare how tutaenda home, tukajipata tumekaa mpaka wale hatujawahi enda home. So ili happen. Then ask yourself, do ili happen? what next? Ili happen na sasa mko na watoto watatu. Sasa unaenda kugonga 35. Do you want to tell me sasa juu ili happen utaenda at 35 kutafuta mtu mwingine na uko nje ya kuoe? So to me, I believe that hata kama zina happen, there is a way by the help of the professionals, the counselor and the right, we can make these things work. So to me, God hawezi akatoka hapo.
Let me correct. I didn't say to seek Mungu. I am a spiritual being. Si spiritual ya jaba ati ya whatever. I believe on God.
Yeah.
And I live. I manifest God every day. If I manifest God, because God lives within me and is with me, because kulelewa nimelelewa na, church na everything. So nikikupata na you are within the principles of trusting God is number one. Then tukuja kwa hizi za dunia sasa. So God helped me to manifest, to interpret differences.
All right. I'll ask you to hold your thoughts kidogo. We have a caller. Rotich, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, morning. Talk to us.
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm okay. Tuambie, maoni yako ni yapi katika mjadala wetu wa leo?
Katika mjadala wetu wa leo, ningependelea kuwa for a happy marriage to be, kila mtu anafaa to take his or her responsibilities well. Na pia ambapo kunatokea shida, hakufai kuwa na furugu, unafaa tu there is that peaceful reconciliation.
Okay. So
hiyo ndio maoni yangu.
Asante sana. So according to you, kila mtu ashike responsibility yake, alafu marriage itakuwa vizuri. Wakati wa shida pia mnaiangalia kwa njia nzuri.
Sasa ningependelea kuomba kitu moja. Ningependelea watu wanifollow katika IG page yangu.
Yes. Yes.
At CEO Summit.
All right. Wameipata. All right, thank you so much. All right, ametupa maoni na katafuta followers, so follow. So all right, so according to him, everyone needs to play a part in the marriage being a successful marriage. How true is that? And when we talk about responsibilities, how does that look like in a marriage?
I think, Vivian, these responsibilities is a shared kind of aspect whereby each one should exercise their responsibility according to their capability. And it should be a mutual understanding that what am I able to do? And it is a matter of conversation, an honest conversation between these people who are married. So that each one takes a responsibility that they'll take up to the end. Not take a responsibility and reach somewhere and say, I think it is overwhelming to me, I need to change, I need to maybe seek some guidance or something like that. So it's a mutual understanding between the two, then they take their responsibility.
All right, we have Margaret calling all the way from Naivasha. Good morning, Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Can you hear us? Margaret, good morning.
Good morning, Margaret. Nilikuwa nataka kuchangia katika huu mjadala.
Yes, endelea.
Ya kwamba ndoa nyingi zinachangiwa na uongo. Ndoa nyingi zinachangiwa na uongo.
Yes, endelea, tunakusikia.
Ambapo watu wawili, mmoja akiwa kuna uongo juu ya mwingine, sasa hizo ndoa haziwezi faulu. Marriage mingi zimebreak kwa sababu ya kutokuwa na uwazi. Nakumbuka labda mlifanya wedding kanisani. So kuna ile covenant ambayo mlifanya pale kanisani na mbele za Mungu. So kila mmoja wakati mmekaa kwenye kwa nyumba, mnastahili kufikiria vile mlifanya covenant. Pia labda naweza kuwa nimeoleka na sijasema niko na mtoto nyumbani, tumekaa like 2 to 3 years. Hapo ndo naambia mwenzangu kwamba niko na mtoto. Sasa ile uwazi haiwezi kuwa na inachangia pia kupoteza ndoa yangu. So tuwe na uwazi na tuweke uongo kando na ndoa tutastahimili katika ndoa. Ni hayo tu.
Asante sana Margaret. That's another thing. You know,
True.
uongo kwa mwingi sana katika ndoa za sasa hivi.
Nafikiria hivi you know, we can talk these things and they become abstract. Zimeongewa. I think institution we need to come on board and bring this component. The churches, various. We start now preparing young people wakiwa vile tu kwa ujana, so that they start getting some values ambayo by the time naingia pale niko tayari.
Yeah.
So that thing that have contributed to this breakage of marriage to me is institutions. Because institutions mingi atuongei ukweli, atugongi pale iko. Wacha tubonge nao vijana as they grow, developmental stages, as they grow in a certain age of 20 to 25. Wacha tubonge hizo story. Because pia wazazi anakuambia your mom tells you, wewe chunga wanaume. Wanaume ni wabaya na naishi na baba yangu nisemenya. You see, ideology lazima zibadilike and we start telling people the truth, and the truth will set us free.
Yeah.
So if we can put this in a serious way within institution, churches and everything, I'm telling you, it will change this world. Because some people ni kutojua.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu environment yao ameona familia imebreak pale amegroia, ameona hivi aendangi hata church. So ana environment ya kufanya nini? Alafu Mungu anambariki, anapata pesa na kila kitu. Anapata wewe ambaye umekuwa so clean kwa church, yani upright, anakuja na kuharibu double. So I think if we can collectively look about, we need this and this and this, will change this.
There's a conversation that has been happening online for the last, I think, 2 weeks, and it's a conversation that is ongoing. One of the influencers on Instagram mentioned that marriage, I will quote her, marriage hubamba mafala. And then it became a whole conversation. There are people who are agreeing with her that nukweli, and there are those who are saying, I mean, we've been married for all these years. Are you calling us fools? So maybe what's your take on marriage hubamba mafala?
Honestly, I would say somehow ako true. Because when it comes to the word mafala, it all depends your interpretation.
Yeah.
Because whatever is working is in hata acha sio marriage, whatever hata kwa biashara ina work kwa yule mtu ako consistent na yule mtu anatilia maanani. So somehow to him mafala ni kitu unashindilia. However, marriage was meant to work from the beginning. And I will reflect on our wachana sasa wazazi wao. You get those, we call them now shosho and gukazi. You'll find mzee akona wife even watatu, but the marriage would work vizuri sana. Niongee vile ni add to what my brother have said, ya kwamba we need institutions wakuje pamoja, hizi vitu ziongelelewe. Those times kuna vitu hungesikia, like mama fulani ametoka kwake ameenda, and imagine there were even more than 2 or 3 kwa mzee mmoja. But comes to now generation that we are having nowadays, we need to understand marriage itabamba, lakini itabamba wale ambao wameamua kuweka ujuaji chini, wana remain kuwafala kama kukaliwa. You get my point?
Okay.
Si tulianza na kukaliwa. Hiyo ni ufala kukaliwa, my dear. Because when you tell me kwamba nimekalia mzee, si ufala? Ni ufala by the way. So marriage itawak, na ndio maana nimekuambia anaweza kuwa ako right. It all depends interpretation ya yule anasoma hiyo comment. Because definitely kuniambia kila asubuhi from first to 31st for 18 good years niwe na mtu mmoja ninapikia, ninaoshea socks, ninagojea jioni, ukweli ni ufala. But I'm willing kufanya hiyo ufala because kuna kitu ninajua it has to work. Yes.
All right.
I think that word ufala, it depends on the context. Maybe she could be wrong or she could be right, depending on what it means. So these people, I can say ufala in quotes.
Let's hold it just a bit. We pick this call and then we get back to you, Meshach.
Okay.
Good morning. Talk to us. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Talk to us, Godfrey. What's your take on this conversation?
Actually, this is very good. The foundation of marriage. And to say the secret, when you have secret, but you don't know the secret, because when you talk about the key secret, it is what owns together the marriage. But the secret is to know the owner, the finisher of marriage. When you talk about the marriages, the coming of school, partners, grown-ups, who come together, and how they come together matters, not who comes together. How they come together, and what makes them to come together. In marriage itself, we must recognize God from the one is God. God is God who is so man alone.
Yeah.
And it's not about, so if you don't involve God as the first response that what you initiated, tutakuwa tunakosea sana. Kwa hivyo tunaweza ongea, lakini marriage bwana, kama Mungu ndiye alianzisha, kwa hivyo lazima tuweke kile kiungo cha marriage ni Mungu aliweka, na unamuona huyo mtu, unamuona kwa upendo wa Mungu. Ya pili, lazima tuinvolve wazazi. Naweza kuuliza wale wa participants wetu hapo, katikati ya man and the woman, ni nani anatanda kwao? Ya pili, do we love the person we marry or we love the person we marry?
Okay.
Do we love the person we marry or we love the person we marry the person we love? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before we get to his question, maybe you can continue. Meshach, there's something you were talking about before we pick that call, you know, so you can go on with that.
Yeah, so I was responding to that sentiment someone made at marriage is for the father or father. It means that if someone is not able to compromise, then the name Ufala can have a different meaning. So you have to be prepared to compromise some things. You have to be ready to listen. So if you cannot be able to listen to your partner and get the other side of the story, understand, listen to them, take their side of the story. Therefore, you must be a father for you to be in that marriage. But if you say it's my way or the highway, then marriage is not for you.
It won't work. There's something that Godfrey has just posed, you know, the final question that he posed. He asked, do you marry the person you love or do you love the person you marry?
Kila mtu ana ufala yake. How you interpret it?
So do you love the person you marry or do you marry the person that you love?
Hii mambo love, L-O-V-E, it is interpreted differently. Hizi ni vitabu na hizi ni vitu zingine. Mimi nilioa best yangu, rafiki yangu. Sitaanza kuleta maslogan ni love, I married, I marry. Hizo zitanichanganisha. Ni theology ambaye mimi ni best yangu. She was my friend. And up today, si ufanye ukalungu pamoja juu is my friend. She is my friend. Tunaweza fanya ujinga yote tutafanya. So me married a friend.
Okay.
Genesis 2:18 talk about living. You leave your mother.
Yes.
Leaving your mother, it's something unique. Si mama, tutabia. Na mimi ni wacha tutabia. Because Mungu alijua sio rahisi, but ni covenant.
Yes.
Sio rahisi. You have to live and I live. Ndio tukue kitu moja. So kila siku mimi punguza ufala yangu, na yeye anapunguza ufala, tunaendelea.
Nasonga. All right, let me read some of the messages that are coming in. Remember, you can keep sending in those messages via WhatsApp. The number is right there on your screens, 0716103301. Someone is saying, okay, this is a long one, but let me read it. Good morning. Marriage is a plan of God. He started it in the Garden of Eden. Unless people align to the plan God had in the beginning, it can never work. In the Garden of Eden, God used Adam and Eve there. It is only when we allow God fully to meet us in our families that it will work. When husbands love their wives as Jesus loved the church, and the women become helpers to the husbands as the Holy Spirit helped Jesus, then marriage will work. Another one is saying it's very wrong to say don't put God in our marriages and attacking the church. It is very wrong. God is God is the initiator of marriage. Another one here saying marriage nowadays is a total scam. And then shida, I'll read one more, there are quite many. Shida ya wanaume ni tamaa. Why fall in love with me nikivaa miniskirt, then ukinioa unanibadilisha. Hukuwa unaona hao wa kuvaa mavazi anayotaka. That is a question. Maybe one last one. Ndoa za kisasa ni dhaifu kuliko za zamani. Sahi unapata mwanamke ndio anaenda kazi, mwanaume amekaa tu kwa nyumba. Those are some of your sentiments and you can keep sending them. Now,
sitaweka Mungu kwa marriage, ndaweka Mungu kwa maisha yangu hata before niolewe. I must be part of God. Ndio ukinipata ndakuwa na Mungu, utakuwa na Mungu na tutaingiana. So let people realize that God must be from birth. I created you without me. So let me be part of God.
Yeah.
Let God manifest in me. Even before I reach marriage, He will make me move smoothly.
Okay.
Na nitaingia.
All right.
Vivian, kuna swali mwenye amepiga ameuliza, do you love that you marry or you
marry that
you marry that you love?
Let's pick this one call and then we continue.
Okay.
Hi, good morning. Charles?
Yes, please.
Yes, talk to us, Charles.
Yes. Nataka kuchangia kidogo about your story ya fala for marriage.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa nataka kwanza kuelezea ufala ni nini vizuri. Ndio watu kwanza waelewe ufala ni kusema nini. Kwa sababu kama kwenye mimi mwenyewe nilikuruhia, nilikuwa nikielewa, tulikuwa tukijua wale watu wanakuja wanaanza kufanya biashara, wanakuwa ati hao ndio tulikuwa tunasema ndio mafala, kwa sababu wanafanya biashara zenye sisi wenyewe hatungefanya. Kwa sababu tulikuwa tukijiona tumesoma na tukijiona sisi ndio wajanja, kwa sababu sisi ndio wenye hiyo mtaa. Sasa katika hii mfano katika marriage inamaanisha ya kwamba hiyo concentration na kufungua masikio, kukosa kusikia watu wengine wakisema jana nilikuwa out, nilikuwa na mtu fulani, ama kazini nilikuwa na secretary wetu, ama nilikuwa na nani wetu. Una concentrate na your marriage, hiyo ndio ufala. I think influencer and about it.
Okay.
So for me, na congratulate kila mafala wenye wameamua kuconcentrate na marriage zao.
All right.
Na kuombe covenant zao.
Yeah.
Na sisi wote tuamini Mungu kwa kila jambo na kila kitu kitakuwa sawa.
All right, thank you so very much for that. There's something you were talking about before.
I think the word ufala should carry the day.
It is carrying the day.
Should carry the in a trend. So, nilikuwa nasema aliuliza do we love who you marry or you marry who you
the
love?
The person you love.
Yes, and it is good to understand that love is diverse. Love ni kitu wide sana. And when unapanga kuoana ama mnapendana, as is stating very clearly ya kwamba mambo huanzia pahali mlipatana. Hapo mlianziana. Ni vizuri kuelewa the word love, it has a lot of tags. Is selflessness, there is commitment, so many things. So by the time tuingie na huyu mtu, lazima kwanza niwe ninampenda. You get my point? Na hii preparation ya kabla tu come na kusema sasa tutakaa pamoja should be the key factor. So we marry not be, hatupendi yule tulioa, unapenda kwanza. Amesema ameoa beshte yake.
Yeah.
So they can do anything. So before even aitwe Mr. and Mrs. walikuwa tayari washakuwa nini? Mabeste. Allow me to say this, Vivian. Venye mumeoana mkipendana, the moment you enter now to the real deal, hapo ndipo mambo huanza kuchemka. Because now hapo ndipo principles inaanza kufanya kazi.
Yes.
The secrets that now we are discussing today. Because when those secrets hazijafuatiliwa na kutiliwa maanani, ile upendo tulikuwa nayo pale tukianzana hata haitakuwa na meaning. Because nilikwambia tukianza marriage is work.
Yeah.
Na ni lazima sasa tukipendana tuingie, we must work for it. Juu ni kazi mama. Si kitu unaingia leo utoke jioni, hapana.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as we've had a conversation here before on whether if love is enough to sustain a marriage, and we clearly saw that it cannot be the only thing in sustaining a marriage. There has to be a lot other things happening. So wewe sema juu tu tunapenda mnapendana ita work.
Na mood za kunipenda zikiisha jioni.
Zinaenda zikibadilika.
Exactly.
So maybe to you, Meshach, you know, for those who have managed to stay in their marriages for years and years, you know, kuna watu wamekaa 30 years in marriage, 10 years in marriage, 40 years in marriage. Maybe how do you ensure that you're keeping the spark alive?
I think the common pillars in marriage should be exercised. And among many, I can say communication. And the communication is not a one-way kind of approach. It's whereby there is active listening and there is connection. Am I able to execute a conversation with my wife?
Yeah.
Am I able to listen actively to what she's saying? Am I able to look at her so that I can be able to get the verbal and the non-verbal cues in our communication, so that I can be able to have that connection with her. Somebody could be talking and the other one is absent-minded, is maybe doing other things, maybe writing other things. Therefore, the other person will feel neglected. So that's one of the pillars of marriage. Another one is if there is emotional intelligence. Well, if I can be able to perceive and express my emotions, not hurting my other partner, my partner.
Yeah.
So, for example, if I'm frustrated from work, am I able to take care of myself so that I cannot be able to explode to the other person? So, if I'm very careful of my emotions not affecting the other person, therefore the marriage will flourish.
Okay, yeah. Let's pick this last caller. Good morning. Good morning. All right, okay. Let me read some of the messages kwa sababu ziko nyingi. Let me read some before we finish. We should be winding up. Someone is saying, naitwa David kutoka Kampala, Uganda. Mada nzuri leo, asante. Kwa nielewayo mimi, ukitaka uishi kwa furaha na muda mrefu kwenye ndoa, wewe amua kujitoa ufahamu na akili zako binafsi. Jifanye zuzu kwa mpumbavu na kwa kila jambo kwa mwenza wako, hasa pale unapohisi utofauti. Ukijifanya wewe ni mjuaji kila kitu, mwerevu, umesoma, huwezi kujishusha, huwezi kusamehe, lazima ndoa pia ife. Haitaenda sawa. Another one here is saying, I'm Simon Kombo from Nyeri. To have a successful marriage, you need to be equal partners. Making decisions in marriage, you need policies, procedures, and rules in order to work cooperatively as well as in cooperatively. Another one here is saying, you guys have really run with the marriage Nyamafala. You're saying, hey, marriage is for fools. Otherwise, ukiwa mwise, marriage is not for you. Yeah, sure. Another one is saying, marriage is about putting God Trinity first. Marry someone whom you are compatible to. You will have peace in your marriage. There are so many. I don't know if I'll read all of them. Let me read maybe 2 more. Kwa jina ni Lilian. Ndoa ya siku hizi wanaume wanapenda kutegemea wanawake, ndio maana mapenzi yamerudi chini na ndoa hazifanyi kazi. And then Jambo, hizi ndoa zimejaa mabahatisho, sio serious. All right, those are some of the sentiments that are coming in, and there are so many of them. I cannot be able to read all of them, but yes. Okay, do you have a caller? Okay, we need to wind up. I'll need to get your final remarks on this conversation. Your final remarks beginning with you, just 30 seconds.
Marriage, jua hauoi sister yako ambaye mmegrow pamoja. Naoa mtu ambaye ni tofauti, amelelewa tofauti, different temperament, na me different. So I should be ready to understand, ana behaving hivi, na mimi na behave hivi, so that communication become. And not Mungu alituumba bila idhini yetu, hata tuokoa bila idhini yetu. Let God be part of the story, and I be part of the story for marriage to work. Marriage is work.
Thank you. I had mentioned about a code of 3 stand cannot be broken. It is the high time we understand ya kwamba tumeoana wawili, watatu ni Mungu. Any other stranger between me and him should be called death honestly because it is between me na yeye na Mungu akiwa watatu. Kwa hivyo marriage is sweet, marriage is not a scam.
All right.
Exactly.
Meshach.
I think marriage is for two people who are students who are ready to learn. If you are not ready to learn, therefore marriage cannot work for you.
All right, and this is where we end this conversation, and I'll read this message right here. It says the key to a successful marriage: 1, love, respect and honor. So number 1 to 10 ameandika tu hiyo: love, respect, honor, love, respect, honor. So thank you so very much to each and every one of you who has contributed to today's topic that we were having, and I have seen so many messages, so thank you for being part of this conversation. And this is how we do it every Monday on our Family Check segment. We try to look at conversations around the family and try to look at ways in which we can be able to strengthen our families. Be sure to join us every Monday on the same. My name is Vivian Dagwa. This is where we end Good Morning Kenya. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing. Goodbye and thank you to my guests for being here.
Thank you.
All right.